you're going out there, okay? The very end of the point is very gradual, very shallow. So those of you that are a little klutzier, you might want to start there.
Yeah.
Okay, if you know you're not the best one for balance. Yes, sir.
Am I correct in remembering from previous years that the louder we are, the animals scatter?
Yes, well, not the water animals,
Okay.
but the bird life that you see around us, certainly. Now, you've got an anhinga sitting right off the point in a tree right there. If you're nice and quiet, they will stay put. We've already scared the vultures off the coast here, you know. But you guys need to be able to hear me say freeze. You can't get real loud. Should an alligator come around, or should there be a snake that I need, you to know about, I need to be able to say freeze, and you need to absolutely freeze your body and your mouth so you can listen to directions. You never take off running. That's the worst thing you could ever do. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to keep your equipment together in a spot with your team. Now each of your team members gets to disperse and go where you want to collect, but you need to come back to that spot to put your animals into the pan. Now when you're dipping, this is how you do it. Excuse me, Kayla. You're going to get in the river, you're going to put your net down on the ground, you're going to scoop up the leaves and things that are in the bottom of the river, just like you're raking leaves in your yard. And then you're going to look through it very carefully and see if you can find any critters in it. Everyone right up here, take a knee. Down so everyone can see. Down, 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 down. Down.
Take a knee.
Down. Yes. All right. Once you have your animals in your net, you come up to where your pan is, put your net down on the ground so that you have two hands in order to move your net around to find the animal in it. Once you find the animal, oh look, I have a leaf fish. Ooh, ah. You grab the net and you let the animal fall into the palm of your hand, and then you place the animal into the pan with the water. Okay? Please do not pick the animal up like this. What will happen to it? It's going to die. Or you're going to injure it so that it dies prematurely. So we don't pinch the animals. Your hand is just too large and the pressure too much on the animal's bodies. These are little animals. So you let the animal fall into the palm of your hand and place the animal in the pan. Please do not put the net into the water of your pan, and please do not try to dump the animal out of your net into the pan. If you do that, you're liable to get a bunch of yuck in there and you won't be able to see the animal. So the pan is to stay clean. Now as you're doing that, say, oh yeah, cool. Then you use the magnifying viewer. If you've never used one of these, the top just comes off. Put the animal in here with some water.
I don't have that.
Put the base on it upside down. Turn it gently over and the animal can still swim around and you can watch it. But that part of this activity has to happen while you're dipping. Okay? When I call time, everyone gets out of the river and we investigate only with our eyeballs at what's in the pan. We're not allowed to touch them anymore. We're not allowed to use this anymore. So use this as you're dipping. But if you catch, Kevin catches a leech. Hey everybody, I got a leech in here. Everybody look at the leech while it's in here instead of dumping it out, putting it back in, dumping it out, putting it back in. It's very hard on that animal as well as all the other animals in the pans. Okay?
I have a cup.
If you're screaming, I'm going to take you out of the river. And you're going to be standing by that big tree for the rest of the activity time. If you're running, same thing. You're out. If you get your clothing wet, you're out. Now our rule out here is that you do not get any deeper than your kneecaps. But if your clothing is below that, your clothing is the deciding line. You can't get your clothes wet. So you have to roll your pants up or lift them up or whatever you're going to do. But certainly no one gets in the water deeper than your knees. Okay? All right, so since we have 3 adults here, we'll make this tree right here your boundary. Okay, so from this tree out, your team can decide where to put your equipment. Please don't drip all over your data sheet, but everything you catch, you mark off on that sheet. And if you're not sure what it is, you please ask. The data you're collecting today is not fake. We're pretending to be scientists today. Isn't this wonderful? No. Okay? You are actually gathering information just like everybody else is along this 57-mile-long river.
Oh my
And the
God.
data you're collecting is compiled, and we come up with this huge report about this thick of the health of the Hillsborough River. So this is one trial upon 20 of them that we'll be doing all week and doing it all year long that we gather together. Okay, so we want to be really accurate.
I just want to go.
We're doing real-time research for us. Yay!